Tuesday morning brings us a beautiful start as we continue to see absolutely pleasant conditions all up until some heat and humidity slowly start to build in. All in all, though, we look to stay dry. But take a look at this beautiful sunrise. A gorgeous start to our Tuesday. This is downtown Rockford as we continue to see lots of sunshine and some of those well below average temperatures. As far as conditions go at the moment, we're quiet, some calmer winds, most of us falling into the mid to upper 50s. 54 degrees in Poplar Grove, 56 in DeKalb, 56 as well in Stockton. Now we're going to continue to climb towards the 60s and then just the low to mid 70s. Another thing that you might notice today is just a little bit of haziness along the horizon, something you might even see on that sunrise as well. At the moment, in terms of the wildfire smoke, we see some of that thicker smoke further to the west within parts of Iowa, but still spilling over into parts of northern Illinois. Notice though, as we move throughout our Tuesday and into Wednesday, all of this slides out, so we see a whole lot clearer conditions into tomorrow. But for today though, you'll still see some of that sunshine. Low to mid 70s for our Tuesday. Again, calmer winds. It's really into tonight do we start to see a little bit of cooler air arriving. It'll give us a taste of September. We will drop into the upper 40s as some of us might hang on to the low 50s, but when it comes to the 40s, we might get there not only tonight, but even into Wednesday night. Now, on average, August does average at least one night that we drop into those 40s. But over the last 15 years, we've only seen that happen once. That was in 2017. The last was in 2010. So it's been quite some time since we've seen those 40s overnight in the month of August. Now, if you're not a fan or at least not ready for some of those fall conditions, not to worry. It actually all starts to slide out. We continue to stay dry, but enjoy the free AC. That's because once we get into the weekend, we see this heat dome really starting to set up throughout the Central Plains, right into the Midwest as well, bringing us not only the heat, but also the humidity. And you'll see that even verified on our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. Towards the middle and the end of the month, we are on track to see above average temperatures. We might even hit the 90s once we get into next week. Not only that, but we'll also start to build in a lot of that humidity. Look at your dew points throughout the next several days. Awfully comfortable. Take a look at what happens once we get into the weekend. Your dew points jump through the 60s, close to the 70s. That's where we start to see some of that very sticky, almost miserable air moving in, very heavy, and especially with that heat, it's going to feel a lot hotter. But at least we have the 70s to enjoy for the next several days. So plenty of sunshine, a little bit more cloud cover. We make it to the 80s by Friday. And in your most accurate 10-day forecast, the 90s, well, it won't be too far behind. We might even make it there by Sunday and early into next week. We do drop back into the 80s, though, once we get into that extended forecast.